All right, we're getting ready to get things underway here. I'm trying to get in touch with Ed at our radio station, but our Verizon service is awful at the Metra. So, Ed, I'm trying to text you back here. It's not going through. So if you're listening to this, try to communicate here. I'm going to send you an email right now. So, Ed, get ready to check your email. Is your phone working, Andy?
I got my.
Okay. Here, come on. I'm going to talk to you. We're going to just talk on the air. We got our Panther Live. We got some people on Panther Live listening. I hope Ed's one of them at the station. There's 3 minutes and 38 seconds left here in warm-ups at the Metra here in Billings, and my Verizon's not working at all. So I'm trying to text Ed to tell him to put us on the air, but it's not even going through. I'm going to try to call there. So I'm going to assume that we are on the radio right now, KBOZ 93.7 Oldies. I see Ed sending me a text right now. We got 3 minutes to go here in warm-ups of this boys' game. Not ready yet on our pregame interview. We're going to talk through a couple things right now. Maybe. So anyways, we're just going to talk you through like we're on right now here on 93.7 KBOZ for the boys matchup between the Belgrade Panthers and the Fergus Golden Eagles. This is the third time these two teams have met so far. And, okay, good. So just give me a countdown on YouTube. All right, Ed, go ahead and start us in 3, 2, 1, go. We are ready to go there, Ed. We're just going to keep talking through it because I think we're going to screw up the latency check. But, again, the Panthers and the Fergus Golden Eagles here. This is the third matchup between these two teams. The first one was at Belgrade High School, the Event Center. Panthers were trailed throughout and then came back and won at the end. A couple weeks later, then the Panthers went up to Lewistown and lost. So here, rubber match in this series. But, Andy, what do you know about this one? And then we'll get to our Mike Deming interview.
Yeah, and that second game over in Lewistown was tough. It's always tough to play up in Fergus, and Belgrade came off. That was a makeup game in the middle of the week, so they played a couple games by then in short periods of time, and it's tough. It's tough to have fresh legs and do that when you're trying to do makeup games, and I think they want another shot at Fergus, and I think they've earned it, and they're going to get it. And the way Belgrade played against Billings Central last night showed that Belgrade has the tools and they have the ability, and they're gonna kind of play the same style as they did last night. And I think they're able to have that opportunity, although Fergus had beat Billings Central in the last game of the regular season. So it's going to be a good matchup.
Mm-hmm. Again, this is the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement. Plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade. Moments ago, my co-commentator here, Andy Demjanovic, met up with Belgrade head coach Mike Deming to get his thoughts on this game. Let's go ahead and hear what Coach Deming had to say about this matchup.
We're here on the Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show with head coach Mike Deming. Talking to Coach Deming, they will play in the semifinals tonight against Fergus High School. They split during the regular season. The Belgrade boys come off a big win over Billings Central yesterday. Coach, it looked like you controlled the tempo the whole game, and are you looking to do that tonight, and what are your thoughts for tonight?
Yeah, that's the style of play we're going to play this weekend. You know, the goal is just to work for good shots, and my guys know what good shots are, so when they get a good shot, they're expected to take it, but that's what we're working for. And the tempo was big, but we're not slowing down. We're just looking for good shots, but more importantly, we got to play great defense. We got to clean up the glass tonight.
Yeah, I know you talked about their players. They got a couple shooters, and then they got the Trafton kid who plays well inside and can rebound, is very active. What type of defenses are you playing tonight?
Well, we're probably going to throw the kitchen sink at them. I think we're going to throw everything at them. Multiple defenses, keep them off guard. mix it up. Don't let them get comfortable. That's the goal tonight.
How are your kids feeling in a semifinal of the game tonight? What was their mindset? I know you had kind of the day to plan, and that's always a tough thing to do at tournaments, sitting in a hotel and all that. So how are the kids doing?
Kids are ready to go. Dawson's got a bounce in his game. I think he's going to have a big game. They're a confident young group. We played great last night. We're just hoping to carry this thing on.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. See if that works.
All right, again, that was Belgrade head coach Mike Deming moments ago preparing for this game. The Belgrade Panthers and the Fergus Golden Eagles are getting ready to announce starting lineups here at Metro Park in Billings. The big news here is whoever wins this game punches their ticket to the state tournament regardless of the outcome in the divisional championship tomorrow. For the loser, it's a consolation tournament game tomorrow morning. And I think that's like is that a 9 a.m. tip?
9 a.m. or at Rocky Mountain. So you don't want to lose this game.
No, you don't.
It's always a tough game to get prepared for in the morning. You spend a lot of energy tonight, and then you got to come around and get your butt out of bed and get ready to play at 9 a.m. And that becomes just a tough man competition in that morning game.
So both teams have plenty to play for here again. A guaranteed ticket to the state tournament next weekend at the Field House in Bozeman. To the loser, it goes to a loser-out game tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and then possibly the third place game following that. So again, we have the Belgrade Panthers and the Fergus Golden Eagles getting ready to get things underway here, probably around 4 minutes or so from the tip on the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show.
Yeah, Dawson comes in, scored 15 points in the last game there against Billings Central. He had a terrific game and finished with 15, but he also finished with a total of 11 rebounds, Nate, and that's a big thing for the Panthers too, is everybody expects Dawson Fowler to score, but he had a double-double, and you always comment on the amazingness of his ability to rebound. He's long, he's athletic, and he can grab some rebounds, and that's good because when a guard player like that can rebound so well, you get into transition so quick, and you have some opportunities to get some buckets out of transition, and we know he can pull up and shoot in transition, so it's a tough matchup because he can rebound as well.
All right, the Panthers are in their white uniforms with white shorts, green trim, green numerals. Fergus is in their blue uniforms with blue shorts. They have yellow trim and yellow numerals as both teams right now are shaking hands at midcourt, getting ready to get this game underway. 8 minutes on the clock. First quarter, it's the Belgrade Panthers and the Fergus Golden Eagles for a chance to make it to the divisional championship game tomorrow night from Metro Park in Billings. As Dawson Fowler here will take the tip for the Panthers. Ball is in the air. Panthers control it. Noel Reynolds with it right now. Gets it to Easton Page. Walker now has it to Fowler on the right wing. Looking for Edwards down low. Edwards kicks it back out to Page. Back to Edwards in the corner now.
Man-to-man defense for Fergus. They're coming out. Belgrade back to their methodical offense that they instilled this past week. Nice pass, Dawson Fowler down to Edwards.
2 points there for Austin Edwards, wide open on the block. Nice pass from Fowler. So 2-0 here, 30 seconds into this one. Panthers leading the Fergus Golden Eagles.
That's another thing Dawson Fowler can do. He sees the floor so well, and he understands the basketball play itself and the situation.
Meanwhile, inside on the block shot, blocked by the Panthers here for Fergus. Now driving in is Graham, and he lays it in off the glass. So Jaden Graham in the scorebook as well. 2-2 here, 1 minute into this game.
Yeah, Graham comes into tonight's contest averaging about 16, 17 a game as well. And he's one of their go-to players. And he got his night started quickly here.
Edwards with it now, backing his man down, double-teamed inside
nice
the key,
pass.
wide open. Noel Reynolds lays it in off the glass. 4-2 Panthers on top.
Great job by Noel. Again, finding the open spots. He does that when his guy goes to help or to double team. He finds the open spots, and Austin turns and sees Noel too, and that's the biggest thing too, is you feel that double team coming or that help coming, you can get rid of it quick, get a layup, and Belgrade gets a quick layup there.
All right, so Panthers up right now, 4-2, 6:20 to go as this ball is kicked out of bounds by Fowler. So it's going to be Fergus ball inbounding here in the Panthers under the Panther basket. Jaden Graham will throw it in. Gets it into Clinton. Clinton gets it up top. Now back to Graham in the corner. This is Trafton with it now. Picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Graham. Graham just backing things out here. 2 minutes into this game. Belgrade on top, 4-2. Now on the wing here. Kicked all the way around left side, Graham. Graham pick and roll to Trafton. Trafton double teamed on the block, goes up with it anyway and puts it in. Tie game 4-4. Fowler brings it down the court here. In between the legs, picks up this dribble, gets it to Walker. Now Edwards with it. Back to Walker. Page with it now on the left wing. Up top to Edwards, around to Walker. Back to Page. Panthers patient here on offense, just like yesterday in that game with Billings Central.
Yeah, and I like their guards coming out past the three-point line because it opens the lanes up a little bit. So instead of playing right on the three-point line, Easton's backing up, and it helps spread the defense there.
So Edwards has it now. He gets it to Page, around to Fowler. Again, just working the perimeter here. 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. A tie ball game, 4-4, as Noel Reynolds has now. Puts it on the floor, crosses over, loses the handle as it goes out of bounds. Turnover against the Panthers will give Fergus the ball here.
Yeah, just mishandles the crossover and kind of loses his footing there, and then it turns it over. But they got that isolation play, and we'll see if they come back to it because we know how crafty Noel can be there on the block, and sometimes he gets fouled and gets the line fairly easy.
Jump shot on the way from Trafton, rattles around the rim several times and goes in, so Fergus takes the lead 6-4 with 4:35 to go here in the first quarter. Reynolds with it, gets it to Fowler, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound, Austin Edwards.
Good rebound by Austin Edwards, extending the play, and that's what you need in games like this. Absolutely need rebounds like this, offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. That's what can get you the advantage, and great job by Austin Edwards there getting that second chance, and Belgrade will inbound it here.
So Edwards will throw it in. 4:21 to go here in the first quarter. Panthers trailing 6-4 early on as Walker has it on the right wing, looking inside, finds Page up top. Page looking for a screen from Reynolds, drives in, double team, picks up his dribble, kicks it all the way out to Fowler near midcourt. Fowler now will dribble in and get a screen from Edwards. Edwards tries the roll, no go. To Walker now in the corner, back to Fowler up top. Now inside pass at Edwards' feet, turnover, and coming the other way now is Jaden Graham. Three-pointer coming from Graham, good. 9-4. That was a deep three. Walker's going to need to step out and guard him if he's going to shoot that. Fowler tries to respond.
That's a foul, easy call by the official. And that's what Belgrade's got to be careful of there, is they're going to call that probably on the floor because he passed the basketball. So they're not going to give him 2 shots because he actually passed the basketball.
So Panthers will inbound it from under the Fergus hoop. 3:39 to go first
Belgrade
quarter.
can't afford to turn it over in the half court, Nate, because we have slowed down the tempo a little bit. So what happens is swish by Dawson Fowler. Great job.
Yeah, Fowler gets open inside the key. Little 10-foot jump shot goes in. Nothing but net. 6-9. Panthers trail with 3:28 to go here in the first quarter.
You really got to take care of the basketball if you slow the tempo down is what we're trying to get at.
Trafton gets it out now to Henderson. Henderson looking inside for Trafton all the way across to Clinton. He'll pull it from there. No good. Rebound, Noel Reynolds. Up to Walker. Walker to Page now. 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Panthers down by 3. Walker puts it on the floor, gets it to Page, now all the way around to Edwards. Back to Page up top. Page gets it to Walker now. Now pass inside to Reynolds. Reynolds posting up on his man, backing him down on the block. Goes up with it off the glass and good. Noel Reynolds with the jump shot makes it a 1-point game with 2:38 to go here in this first quarter. As now Graham has it. This is Henderson with it. Clinton, excuse me. We've had these guys before. We'll get their names right back here as the jump shot is no good from Henderson. Rebound goes to Wes Jamison, and then a foul called It's going to be against Belgrade, I believe.
No, it's jump ball.
Oh, a jump ball, excuse me.
Jump ball right out of the gate, so it'll maintain here Fergus possession. Spencer Gordon checks into the game for Belgrade for Austin Edwards.
Wes Jamison thought about the three, drives in, 15-footer on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Noel Reynolds, gets it to Walker. Walker brings it down the floor, gets it to Reynolds again on a high post. Backing his man down all the way to the block. Double team now goes up, no call, missed shot, rebound goes to Fergus, and then a reach-in call. This is going to be against Dawson Fowler, so a foul here against Dawson in the first quarter.
I don't know about that one, pretty ticky-tack, but you got to be careful swatting at balls 90 feet away from the hoop, and we saw a couple key players for Livingston foul out in the other game, that triple overtime game, and fouling that far away from the hoop, but that's just the way it goes. If you take a chance at swiping the ball that far away, you can get that quick tic-tac foul.
So Fergus ball under 2 to play here in this first quarter. Golden
dribble.
Eagles, wow, with a
There,
1-point lead and then a double dribble. So it's going to give Belgrade the ball back as Cody Henderson was whistled for the double dribble. Belgrade ball now. Fowler brings it across midcourt. Gets it to Spencer Gordon. To Reynolds on the elbow. Back out to Walker. Now Fowler's going to drive left hand. Goes up in the lane. No good. And a charge foul. That's 2 against Dawson here in this first quarter.
Yeah, that's a late call. And looks like he slid underneath. But
so now bring in Coach Andy Demjanovic. What do you do in the first quarter when your star player's got 2 fouls? Mike Deming's not going to his bench as Fowler has stayed in the game to this point.
yeah, I think he feels that Dawson's a good overall player and smart, so he's going to probably have to go to his pull-up game a little bit. You can be aggressive, maybe not in that situation because he had 1 foul, but Dawson's smart enough to play through things, and it's a big game, so he's going to just have to feel it out. And if it keeps close, I'm sure he'll get Dawson some rest here and there, but I think he's going to ride his horse out here. He feels that Dawson can play. He's a smart player and has been in this position before, that he can probably play through that.
Meanwhile, a traveling violation called against the Golden Eagles. So Belgrade with the ball right now.
This is what I like, again, Nate. They're spreading the floor, and actually Fergus is coming out to pressure them, which is actually a good thing because that's when you're going to get some back doors and some easy layups, perhaps. You just got to take care of the basketball.
9-8, Fergus on top. Under 50 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Belgrade with the ball, working it around. As mentioned, Fergus all the way out defending at the midcourt line.
Yeah, Belgrade's probably going to try to take 1 shot here.
Page has it, gets it to Reynolds. To Walker now. Walker dangerously near the sideline, gets away from there and gets it to Page. Now back to Walker, back to Reynolds. It's a 3-man game with Walker, Reynolds, and Page right now. As Page drives into the corner, he's going to be trapped, gets it to Fowler with 16 seconds to go in this quarter. Now Fowler's going to back it out.
Yeah, this is what they want.
And Fowler
now at 15 seconds.
Boy, Fowler slips on the logo there, drives in, gets a pass.
It's tipped.
Yep.
Yep.
Pass inside is tipped out of bounds. 6.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. Belgrade will inbound it from under the Fergus basket, trailing by 1. Reynolds gets it into Walker. Walker, 4 seconds. Down low to Gordon. Gordon not quite at the buzzer, but he's fouled. 1.8 seconds to go. Spencer Gordon fouled right under the basket as he goes up with the ball. Shot doesn't go in. He'll go to the free throw line and have an opportunity to give Belgrade the lead, or at least tie it up here going in to the intermission of the first period.
Yeah, Belgrade methodical there, and that's what Mike Deming wants a good shot. That's a high percentage shot there.
First free throw is no good.
Yeah, Spencer's just kind of got to get in rhythm a little long on that free throw, but right on line, so he'll settle down here. He's been a great energy player, had a great game yesterday against Billings Central, and he's physical, he can rebound, and he's gotten to the line here.
Second free throw, no good. Ball loose, and this will end the first quarter of play. The score, the Fergus Golden Eagles 9, the Belgrade Panthers 8. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on Good Time Oldies 93.7 KBOZ. We will be back with the second quarter in 1 minute. All right, back here at the Metro Park in Billings, ready to start the second quarter. Panthers have the ball here, first possession of this second quarter. Walker with it right now. Gets it inside to Reynolds, back out to Edwards. Jump shot on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Jamison. Up ahead now is Clinton, gets it to Trafton in the corner, back up to Clinton. Rounded Jamison. Clinton has it. Now Jamison looking for a screen. He'll pull up a 15-foot jump shot. Hits nothing, goes out of bounds. Air ball is going to be Belgrade ball here. Want to remind you that today's game is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country, serving your local communities. 7:20 to go here, second quarter. Belgrade with the ball, trailing by 1. Easton Page has it, gets it around to Walker. Back to Page. Now Fowler thought about a deep three, puts it on the floor, drives in, kicks it to Edwards. Edwards now dribbles it out of the corner, gets to Page. Walker with it now. He'll shoot the long three. No good. Rebound loose. And coming up with it are the Golden Eagles. Now up ahead here as Jamison nearly loses the handle. And he gets it to number 10. That's Norsleyan. Again, Jamison with it now. Back to Norsleyan.
Walker hit a big three yesterday, Nate, to try to extend that Billings Central lead, and he's just off the mark there, and hopefully he'll be able to hit a couple in this game to help the Panthers propel forward.
Trafton hits a shot there for the Golden Eagles, 11-8 now with 6:25 to go here until halftime. Page, three-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Clinton. Clinton up ahead, challenged by Page, gets it to Jamison. Jamison picks up his dribble. Sent back out now here, Clinton with it. Back to Jamison on the right wing. And now we have
screen, yeah.
Okay, moving screen called against Fergus. So Belgrade ball here with 6:02 to go until halftime. Panthers trailing 8-11. Fowler brings it down the floor here for the Panthers. Gets it to Page. Over to Reynolds. Back to Page, back over to Fowler.
There you go, Austin.
Yeah, Edwards with the ball moves inside, and we have a whistle.
When he catches at that midway point, it's still like a post up. He can attack them. He's athletic enough to go around, and he's got to look to feel where that pressure is and just go ahead and attack the rim, and he does. He gets fouled.
So Fowler with it, drives in, picks up his dribble, 15-footer on the way, no good. Rebound loose, and coming up with it is Noel Reynolds. Gets it back out to Walker.
Another big rebound. Great job by Easton Page. Should be a block, yes.
It
Easy
is.
call. Everybody's up in arms. He beat him off the dribble, and he slid underneath him. Good call by the official. Last game we had probably about 12 charges called in the last game. Guys flopping everywhere.
You know, we talked about this on our way over here. Easton Page, maybe not in the scorebook as much as he was early on, but here getting to the rim and drawing a foul, taking him to the free throw line. Misses the first one. But
yeah, that's his game, to get to the rim like that, and he did that. He's just got to start if he can finish a few of those to get some N1s and hit these free throws, are going to be big.
Second free throw is good, so 9-11. 5:28 to go here till halftime. Panthers trail.
Because as you can see, each possession is going to count, Nate. The tempo is slowed down a little bit. It's a 11-9 game, similar to the Billings Central game. It's probably going to be a very low-scoring first half, but every possession counts, so things like free throws, we've got to be able to hit those and limit turnovers.
So now with it for the Eagles inside is Trafton, kicks it back out to Norsley and all the way around to Jamison. He'll pull up a three. Good. Wes Jamison hits the three. 14-9 Fergus on top. 4:45 to go here in this first half.
Yeah, that's a big shot by Jamison. Wasn't that great of a three-point shooter throughout the season. He had a decent game against us up in Fergus, shot the ball well from the three-point line, so seems like he's got some momentum coming into the divisional.
Shot on the way for the Panthers, no good. Rebound Eagles. Henderson has it, gets it inside to Trafton. Trafton's pass to Norsley goes inside, up, misses, and we have a whistle out of bounds. It's going to be Belgrade ball. This is actually a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul over the back.
Okay.
Trafton came down right through him, so he's got two as well. So I'm sure he'll check out of the game here.
So 4:17 to go here till halftime. Again, Belgrade trailing right now, 14-9. Page with it, gets it on the high post to Reynolds. Little handoff play to Page and then out of bounds as he loses the handle. Kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Easton Page and the Panthers. So it is Fergus ball. As we are now under 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Jamison has it. It's up to Henderson, around to Norsley, and back to Henderson, around to Jamison on the right wing. Looking for a screen. Coming out there is Page, doesn't get the steal. And Henderson will just pull it back out, slow things down here for the Eagles.
Well, now they kind of got the advantage in the tempo department because, whoa.
Jamison pulls up the three, no good. Rebound, Norsley.
Yeah, that's the rebound you got to have. He misses that three shot. You got to go down and make him pay for that. But Fergus comes back with the offensive rebound. Now they're going to extend the possession, and with a 5-point lead, they absolutely have total control right now.
Yeah, Jamison with it on the wing, dribbles into the corner, gets it back up to Henderson, who'll pull up for three. It's long. Rebound, Dawson Fowler.
Yep,
Fowler's fouled then. Wow. By Jake Clinton.
And that's the advantage we talked about with having Dawson Fowler rebound as he's long. And if he gets his mitts on those, people are going to foul him. He had 11 rebounds yesterday in the game against Billings Central. And if he can go to work there, hasn't had much scoring opportunities here tonight. But he had a kind of a slow start yesterday, but he did a lot of good things defensively. And if he can get going like that, rebounding-wise, it puts us in a position to get back in the game. But he missed it as his first free throw. For Dawson. So Fergus gets the ball back here with 3 to go, 14-9 Fergus.
Yeah, Norsley has it up top, gets it to Jamison. That pass through his hands, though, out of bounds, so turnover. Belgrade's going to get the ball back here. And 2:51 to go here in this first half. Fowler has it. Gets it to Walker. Walker to Edwards. Back to Fowler now. Fowler looking for a screen, drives baseline, whistle. This is going to be against Norsley, and Dawson Fowler is going to go back to the free throw line here for a 1-and-1. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads the Fergus Golden Eagles 14, the Belgrade Panthers 9 with 2:35 to go here in the second quarter. Dawson Fowler here at the free throw line. Free throw is up. No good, so another miss from Fowler, but a rebound there from the Panthers. Austin Edwards comes up with it all the way across to Page. Page drives in, kicks it back to Edwards. Around to Walker, thought about the three. Page thought about the three, no. Gets it back to Edwards. Page up top. Reynolds now. Back to Easton Page, looking for a screen from Dawson Fowler. Panthers just working it around the perimeter. 2:08 to go here till halftime, trailing by 5. Edwards now down low. Spin move goes up, misses. Rebound, Noel Reynolds, and he's fouled. So Noel Reynolds is going to go to the free throw line. Jake Clinton picks up the foul for Fergus. Couple subs in. Jake Klonzinski in for the Panthers. Again, 2:01 to go till halftime, and free throw is an issue for the Panthers here, but another offensive rebound from Austin Edwards gets it to Walker. Now Page with it.
Yeah, and these this is what I talked about a couple minutes ago, Nate. In these long possession games, which limits your possession because you're taking so much time off the clock, you got to hit free throws. Good shot by Jake Klonzinski off the air ball. That's huge, Nate. That is absolutely huge.
Yep, Jake Klonzinski getting in the scorebook. Baseline jump shot makes it 11-14. Panthers trail by 3. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Timeout taken by Fergus. It's a 30-second timeout, so let's just stay right here. Again, Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads the Fergus Golden Eagles 14, the Belgrade Panthers 11. Today's game is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, as well as Rich's Flooring, for quality you can stand on. So coming out of the timeout here, 1:33 to go till halftime. It's going to be Fergus ball. Henderson right now with it. Gets it to Graham. Boy, Jaden Graham's been on the bench for a little while, hasn't he? He's back in the game now for the Golden Eagles, who lead by 3. Norsleyan with it up top. Boy, Noel really playing off of Norsleyan.
Well, he must not be the shooter. They're not going to waste their time getting up top of that.
Jamison drives in, air ball, rebound. Comes up to Austin Edwards. Klonzinski now will bring it down, gets it to Matt Walker. 1 minute to play till halftime. Page with it now on the right wing. Thought about driving, pulls it back out. Jamison guarding Page. Page pulling it all the way back out now, maybe looking for this delay here until the final shot of the quarter again.
Well, if Coach Deming has any timeouts, I'm not sure if he's going to elect to take a timeout to get maybe Dawson Fowler back in there for an opportunity for offensive possession. But with Dawson with 2, he might elect just to let these guys try to finish out the half. So we'll see what Coach Deming wants. So he's going to go ahead and take the play and keep Dawson Fowler on the bench.
23 seconds to go till halftime. Klonzinski in the corner gets it out to Page. Page up top with it right now. 15 seconds to go. Page just holding it near midcourt. Jamison guarding him. Page now drives in left hand. Pulls up.
There you go.
Missed shot. Rebound, Austin Edwards.
Done a nice job.
Edwards
Austin
off the
Edwards.
glass and in. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. Midcourt shot for Norsleyan's on the way, and he just misses. That was actually Henderson.
A huge play by Austin Edwards. He's rebounded the basketball very well this half, and it's propelled Belgrade to get back to that 1-point lead, and that gives Dawson Fowler and some of those guys a quick rest, and they can go adjust what they need to at halftime to come back out.
So, all right, we are at halftime here at Metra Park in Billings. The score, the Fergus Golden Eagles 14, the Belgrade Panthers 13. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on Good Time Oldies 93.7 KBOZ. We will be back in 2 minutes. All right, halftime here at Metro Park in Billings. The score, the Fergus Golden Eagles right now leading at the break 14-13. We've got Journey blasting through the speakers here, and the Fergus Golden Eagle cheerleaders putting on the halftime show. So I hope you're enjoying some Journey here on KBOZ Oldies during halftime at this Class A Divisional semifinal game. Winner of this game will be in the championship game tomorrow night. Also, the winner of this game is guaranteed a spot at the state tournament next week at the Field House in Bozeman. I want to remind you that halftime is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory. Helping families celebrate a life lived, there is a difference. So one of the things that we got going here at Metro Park is our broadcast booth is up in the rafters, and at halftime we like to send Andy Demjanovich on a run to the scores table to try to get some official first half statistics. And so he's down there right now working on that. And when he comes back here with the halftime show, we're going to interview a former Belgrade legend, Kobe Ruff. It's going to be on the microphone here, I think, playing football at Rocky. Is that right? That's right. And am I saying, is it Kobe or Cody? Kobe. Yeah, I got that right. So heard a lot about you. Mike Deming talks about you all the time, so you're going to be our halftime show. But let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and take 2 more minutes and see if Andy can get back up here in 2 minutes. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on Good Time Oldies 93.7 KBOZ. All right, back here, still halftime at Metro Park in Billings. Again, the Panthers trailing the Fergus Golden Eagles in this opportunity to punch a ticket to the state tournament here. 14-13, a one-point game. Panthers are already back on the floor here, warming up with about 4 minutes to go until the break. I want to remind you that halftime is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory. Helping families celebrate a life lived, there is a difference. Andy, you made it back. I had a bet with our listeners if you could make it back from the scores table in time, and you did, so good work, but no coffee, huh? Where's your coffee? Oh, hang on. You're muted. Say it again. Where's your coffee, man?
The line's too long.
Line's too long here at the Metro. Hey, what do you know about these statistics from the first half?
Well, obviously, by the scoring, we can tell that keeping stats was pretty simple here, but I just want to check a few other things. And excuse me, it's been pretty equal. Both teams have 5 turnovers, and obviously, basically, we got a tied game. But I think Belgrade's got it in the tempo that they want. And you know, the biggest thing is Dawson Fowler has 2 fouls. But like I said, he played most of that second quarter with 2 fouls, so he's a smart player. And then he got some rest there in the last couple minutes. Trafton has 6 for for Fergus. So we do got to keep a cap on him, because I feel like in a possession game like this, that's a kid that if he goes off, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. And I think we got to limit his opportunities. And he's an active kid. If he misses a shot, he's going right back to follow it and offensive rebound. And he's aggressive. So he's a kid I think we got to limit in a game like this. And like you said, Graham didn't play many minutes there, sitting on the bench. But we'll see. It's Lewistown's possession here coming out at half, and it's pretty much equal. So we'll see what type of adjustments that the coaches have made at half, or maybe they might not have made any and said we're just going to ride it out, and it's going to be the person who can get the most stops. And Coach Deming even said that in his pregame. Yeah, we want to keep the tempo and take good shots, but in the end he said it's going to be defense that gets you to that next level for state.
Right. All right, now stepping away from this game, we have a special guest joining us in our broadcast booth. Andy, why don't you introduce who our guest is, and I'm going to hand him my headset. You can talk to him here for this final minute 50 of our halftime show.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, we got former Belgrade Panther Kobe Ruff, who was a basketball player for us at Belgrade High. He helped us win consecutive divisional championships, and Kobe now is over at Rocky Mountain College playing football for Rocky.
That's
and what's your thoughts in the first half, Kobe? You've been there as a player. You coached on teams that I was there with, and you helped us win a few divisional titles, so you kind of know the atmosphere and what it takes. So what was your mentality and when we made those runs when you were around? What can you tell our listeners about what the players need to do to get their opportunity to go to state?
Oh, well, back in our runs, it was a different tournament. This Mega East tournament is quite something special. The atmosphere is a little different, a little bigger. So I think for Belgrade, the playing slow, I think, works for them. Really working and getting good shots, open shots. I think that really works for them. But for us, we like to kind of get out and run a little bit back in our day. And but I like the slow pace here, kind of work and open shots. And Dawson driving and creating is really working for them. So,
how's your time at Rocky been? You enjoying football over there?
Oh, it's a blast. Yeah, we kind of went through a little coaching change, which was hard, but it's a good time. A lot of good guys to play with, and it's fun.
Now, what's the season look like for you this year, do you think? I know the Frontier is a tough conference to play with. Yeah. It's pretty stout.
Yeah, it looks good, though. We had a really good freshman class come in this past fall and another one coming in this fall, so we got some playmakers. It should be fun. Tech will be tough again, as always, and Carroll. Those two programs are always pretty good, so Frontier will be a battle again. So,
well, thanks for joining us here at halftime, and thanks for sitting us here up here with us on Panther Live.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, here we go. Ready to start the second half. It's going to be Fergus ball to get things underway, as Henderson will have it here to start things out for the Golden Eagles. Now,
hey, so Belgrade Nate comes out in a 1-3-1. They switch up to the zone here. That's their change at halftime here. So we'll see what Fergus can do. They got maybe ready to play some man out of the gate, and Coach Deming said in the pregame they're probably going to throw everything at them, the kitchen sink, as he said. So they're going to start the second half in zone.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Dawson Fowler.
And that's what
Fowler ahead with speed. Pulls it behind the back, pulls up a 13-footer. Oh!
And that's what you want. So they get the change in the zone, and what does he do? He rebounds. And as we said, if he can rebound, he can start the transition. He can do so many things in there. He pulls up. And that sometimes you don't want guys pulling up in transition, but that's a guy who can hit a pull-up jumper, and it's smooth. And that's a big shot because now they have the lead. And now they got a little bit control of the game here.
So the Panthers take the lead 15-14. I believe it's their first lead. No, they had 2-0 to start it out. So first lead since that 2-0 start for the Panthers is now the Golden Eagles have it. Henderson drives and picks up dribble, gets it to Clinton. Henderson thinking about the three, puts it on the floor, gets it to Henderson. Now Graham working on Reynolds. Pass inside to Henderson, and we have a tied-up ball.
Nice job by Dawson Fowler, get his hands in there.
And you know what? Fowler playing with 2 fouls. You think, is it dangerous reaching in like that? He gets his hands on the ball. It's a smart player. Ties it up. So 6:38 to go in the third. Jump ball gives Belgrade the ball, and Easton Page will bring it down for the Panthers.
Yeah, there was no doubt that he positioned himself to go in and grab the basketball and not have any contact. So good job there by Dawson Fowler.
What a pass
play,
inside.
Backdoor.
Oh, and just missing, though, is Noel Reynolds. Now on the other end, Jamison thought about the three, drives baseline, charging
Offensive.
foul.
Great job by Dawson Fowler. It's a little bit risky, but he did move over defensively, and he was set. He was squared on and gets the turnover. And that was a nice play by the Panthers on that last one. Noel just couldn't finish. That was well run off the down screen with the back door. Nice little play there.
I mean, poor Noel Reynolds. He ran into the basket there on the missed layup, and then the other end, the missed shot, hit him right on top of the head after the charging foul. So Reynolds right now, though, with the ball.
He's tough.
He's a tough guy. Fowler's going to pull up for three.
Bam! Big shot. Dawson Fowler stepping up again to show that he's one of the top in the state, and Lewistown takes a timeout.
Timeout, Lewistown. 14-18, Panthers with the lead. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads 5:53 to go here in the third. This is a full timeout. Let's just do this. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on KBOZ 93.7. Back in 30 seconds. All right, back here at the Metra in Billings. Timeout taken by Fergus after Dawson hits the big three-pointer. I want to remind you that tonight's game is brought to you by First Security Bank, your locally owned and operated neighborhood bank serving Gallatin Valley since 1919. Member FDIC. All right, ready to get things underway again here. Both teams back out on the floor. 5:53 to go on the clock in the third quarter.
Here comes a new defense now, Nate. So Belgrade now elects to go to a 1-2-2. And now it flattens out to the 2-3.
Graham with it right now on the wing. Back up to Henderson. Around to Jamison.
So Coach Deming doing a good job of disguising certain defenses. We've been in man played man first half. Now went to a 1-3-1. And a great job, and that's what you can do as a coach is after a timeout, if you can switch your defense up, it's good because that coach is usually designing a play for what the last possession was. So we go to a 1-2-2 and now flatten out to the 2-3 look, and Fergus kind of draining the ball, not sure what's going on here.
Jamison drives in. His shot misses. Trafton gets the offensive rebound. He's then fouled.
And that's what you want. You want the Jamison kid taking shots like that. But what we just talked about at half, how active Trafton is, you got to get a body on Trafton.
So Trafton at the free throw line, 5:10 to go in the third. Trafton the shooter for the Eagles. Shot on the way, good, makes it 15-18. His team trails the Belgrade Panthers by 3. Second shot on the way is good. Makes it a 2-point game. Belgrade on top. Dawson Fowler's going to bring the ball down the floor for the Panthers. Gets to Page. Page over to Walker. Now Fowler on the right side. Inside pass Edwards. He's going to the hoop. Pulls it back out. Hands it off to Fowler. Fowler drives baseline. Kicks to Edwards. Edwards
nice
spin move inside.
Oh.
What? He's called for a travel.
I don't believe that.
I know in the NBA that's not even a question. But called for a travel with the spin move inside.
He gained possession and then he spun.
Right.
So he jump stopped when he
got the
met
ball.
the pass. He got the ball and then he spun. Nice little play.
Jaden Graham for 3. Good. Fergus takes the lead back 19-18.
Yeah, big shot by Graham. You can't let him get going in the zone. You really got to get your feet on the line. You can't be late on three-pointers.
Walker for 3. No good. And as Fowler tries to save it, he's unable to keep it in bounds. So 4:23 to go. That was a long 3 attempt, but I felt good about it. Walker
looked in line. He just was he was way deep.
He was real deep. So now Henderson has it for the Eagles and a 1-point lead. Gets it to Jamison.
So we got to know the shooters. Here's Graham, 20. Tries to shoot over Noel, and that's what you want. Noel's got a hand in his face, and now Fowler rebounds, which we want, which is great.
Yep, Fowler gets it to Page, and it is tipped out of bounds by Clinton. Boy, I was worried that rolled off Page's leg, but
no, he pulled it back. It was a good call by the referee there.
So Belgrade here will inbound it with 4:01 to go in the third, trailing by 1. Matt Walker has it up top, guarded by Graham. Gets it to Page on the wing. Now up top to Edwards. Walker gets it back to Page. Looking for a screen from Fowler. Drives in left hand. Hands off to Reynolds. Reynolds down low, double teamed. Gets it to Edwards. Now kick back out to Page. Page drives in. Floater on the way.
Nice play by Easton Page. Floater with the left hand, and that's what you want. Coach is screaming 1-3-1, and we'll see if they get back to it. They do. Here's the 1-3-1. Got to get out on the wing. Got Jaden Graham there, Nate, on the backside.
Yeah, I
so
see him
Dawson
there.
Fowler can't get pinned, which he just gets pinned now at that screen.
Inside pass here to Trafton. Kicks it out to Jamison, who drives in. Goes up, blocked by Edwards. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Austin Edwards on a nice defensive play there from the big man for the Panthers, number 45, the senior.
Yeah, Easton Page is playing the bottom of the 1-3-1, so he's got to help Noel and Dawson Fowler out with where Graham is. So it looks like it would be second foul on Austin Edwards.
So there on the inbound, before it was even passed in, there was a foul called against Austin Edwards.
So we'll probably have Spencer Gordon coming in just to make sure he doesn't get his third.
Yeah,
Austin's done a great job on the boards, but Spencer brings in great energy
he does.
as well. And
he
he's
does.
physical, and that's the great thing about it. He's not going to get pushed around.
Inbounded here. Henderson for 3 in the corner. No good. Rebound loose. Easton Page comes up with it.
Great rebound by Easton Page, and big.
Page drives in right hand. Pulls it back out now. Boy, he's a shifty little guy. He can wiggle in there. He also can sky and get those high rebounds. Athletic player here for Belgrade, the junior Easton Page. Fowler drives in, loses the handle, tips it to Noel. Noel all the way across to Walker. Back to Page.
Yeah, they'll reset here.
Three-pointer on the way. Oh! Dawson Fowler drains the 3, 23-19. Panthers on top with 2:36 to go. Then Matt Walker gets the steal. So Panthers with some momentum. Got to push it here, keep it going. Gets it to Page now up top. Fowler cuts across the middle. 14-footer on the way. In! Boy, we're excited here at the Metro, Jill. Hope you got us turned down a little bit at the station as the Panthers are now up 25-19.
You just got to be consistent here and find the shooters out of the zone. Graham's on our bottom side here. Easton's got to find him and talk him across there, and then you can't get picked on the bottom of the zone to the shooter. So they got to talk him there. They can't be late on him. You got to be careful because Dawson's playing that wing, and what happens if he gets screened, he runs through that screen, he's going to get his third foul. So you got to be talking and communicating on that baseline.
Jamison has it on the right wing. 1:49 to go here. Third quarter. Panthers up by 6. Driving in his
Good hands by Spencer Gordon.
Yep, Spencer
And then he
Gordon.
gets fouled.
How about
Outstanding. That can't have gone any better.
Well, unless you're an Eagles fan, and this is non-biased.
This is Panther
non-biased.
Live. This is not Fergus Eagles Live. This is Panther Live.
All right, we are at 1:44 to go in the third quarter. We're certainly have a good time here at the Metro right now. Spencer Gordon, he's kind of like the player for the boys at Kaya Hohenstein, turns it on during tournament time. And Spencer Gordon there coming with a big defensive play for the Panthers as now Matt Walker has it up top with 1:30 to go here in the third quarter.
And by the way, that foul was on Graham, so that's his third foul.
Gordon with it now to Walker in the wing here. Back up to Gordon. Page with it. Now here's Fowler thinking about a deep shot.
And the thing with Fowler now, when he hits those deep shots, and it happened against Billings Central, he starts hitting a deep shot. Now he's got the advantage because he can dribble to the rim, he can pull up, and now he can hit that deep shot. And early on, they just kind of play off him a little bit.
As Page goes in and is fouled.
There. Easy call. I was hoping the ref would blow that.
Was that on Trafton?
Yeah, it might be. He's got single hand up there.
Yeah, that's his third. Yeah. 1:01 to go, third quarter. Belgrade Panthers 25, Fergus Golden Eagles 19. Easton Page for the Panthers is at the free throw line. First shot is on the way, and it is no good. And Jake Klonzinski comes in. We'll give Dawson Fowler a break here for the last minute of the third quarter. When Klonzinski came in the first half, he got 2 points out of it. So Coach Deming electing to go back with Klonzinski for Fowler here late in this third as the second free throw is no good. So unfortunate there for Easton Page coming down with his Jamison for the Eagles.
Yeah, and like we said, Belgrade's going to have to finish with free throws, and they can extend this lead. And got to certainly take advantage of it, and hopefully they'll settle in and hit a few here.
So now Norsleyan with it for the Eagles. 39 seconds to go. Jamison in the corner gets it back to Norsleyan, around to Henderson. Henderson played off by Walker. Norsleyan now guarded by Page, coming out a little bit. Gets back to Henderson. 24 seconds to go in the third. 6-point game. Panthers with the lead. Eagles with the ball. Jamison has it now on the wing. 16 seconds to go. Not a move yet from these Eagles as Norsleyan now has it up top. Norsleyan trapped in the corner. Passes around to Henderson. Henderson drives in. He goes up. He is fouled with 6.8 seconds to go.
Late call there, but nonetheless he called it. So here comes Fowler into the game.
Yeah.
Try to get that last possession with 6 seconds to go.
And if anything out of that foul, it was Noel Reynolds who picked it up. And just his first foul of the night, as I know that Austin Edwards, had he picked that up with it. What's Edwards got right now? Is he at 2 or 3?
Edwards, I got him, at 4 there. Oh,
So-
on fouls?
Yeah, fouls.
No, 2.
Okay, 2 fouls. So, yeah.
He went to the bench for 2, yeah.
First free throw from Henderson's no good. Second one is on the way. It is good. So 20-25, 6.8 seconds to go. Fowler's got it. 5 seconds now across midcourt. Dawson Fowler drives in, pulls up 16-footer. Off the glass, no good. Rebound after the horn to Spencer Gordon. So after 3 quarters, the score, the Belgrade Panthers 25, the Fergus Golden Eagles 20. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on Good Time Oldies 93.7 KBOZ. We will be back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute. Okay, ready to start the fourth quarter here. Fergus with the ball, first possession. Jamison has it, gets it to Graham. Now in the corner here, jump shot from the baseline is no good. Rebound loose.
Look
Page
ahead,
comes
look
up with
ahead.
it. Page has it. He's got Fowler ahead. He keeps it though. Goes up left hand. It's good. And
Count it! Wow.
Coach Demjanovic is pumped up. How about
That's
that right there?
Yeah, he had Dawson Fowler early on, but I'm glad he kept it because it got to be too late. And then he just went to the rim. Player was on the side of his hip, so Easton forced the issue. Defensive player was not in position, got the block, and got the N1. Huge play. Let's hit it, Easton.
Page at the free throw line. Struggled last time. This time he gets it. 28-20. Panthers on top. 7:38 to go here in the fourth.
So he gets the N1.
Jaden Graham has it. He gets it to Clinton. Now Jamison. Jamison with it up top. Gets it to Graham. Graham drives in, guarded by Reynolds. Goes up, is fouled. And so Jaden Graham will go to the free throw line. Want to remind you that today's game here on 93.7 is brought to you by the Tire Factory. Always on time, always the right tire, always the right price, and always the best warranty. So Graham at the free throw line. First shot good, making it 21-28. Belgrade on top of the Golden Eagles. Second free throw here coming. Off the back iron, rebound Easton Page.
Go. Fergus gets back, but thought he had if he would have went quick, he had an opportunity. Nonetheless, good rebound by Easton Page. Panthers control the basketball.
And
foul away from the basketball on Fergus, Nate.
So foul against Fergus. Yeah, away from the ball. It's going to be inbounded here for the Panthers. Want to thank the crew that make these broadcasts possible. We have Coulter Gee and Drew Deming, who you might recognize their names. They have some siblings and also maybe a parent or two that has something to do with Belgrade basketball. As now Easton Page drives and hands off to Reynolds. Reynolds lays it in, but there's a blocking foul called before.
Well, that's okay because that gets the 16th foul, and looks like Belgrade could be in the bonus here early. But nice little play by Easton to recognize, again, Noel Reynolds in the right spot. Had the layup, but they call it off. It's a blocking foul, so Belgrade maintains possession.
So Panthers inbound it to Edwards. Edwards pulls it back out with 6:55 to go here in the fourth. Panthers on top by 7. Fowler has it. He gets it to Page, around to Walker. Back to Page. Fowler now loses his footing, keeps the ball. Three-pointer on the way.
Good! Bam!
Wow, Dawson Fowler hits the 3. 10-point lead now for the Panthers. Jaden Graham's going to try to respond. He kicks it to Jamison. Jamison drives in, 14-footer. He is fouled by Matt Walker, so Wes Jamison
Walker can't do
will go
that.
to the free throw
That's
line.
what we call the cardinal sin. You can't come down and foul a jump shooter. You just can't. You just got to put your hand up and don't touch. And there he tries gets in the air, goes for a block. He just can't foul the jump shooter, especially if the jump shooter's not a great percentage shooter, and this person is not. So let him shoot that.
I'll tell you what Wes Jamison is. He is a great running back. We saw him during football season when the Panthers visited Lewistown. And on the basketball court, Jamison here missing the first free throw. So second one here coming with 6:32 to go in this game and a 10-point lead for the Panthers. He makes the second. So it's a 9-point lead for Belgrade. Page is going to bring it down the floor for the Panthers.
So Fergus is going to extend to a half-court press. And you just got to get somebody in the middle.
Boy,
There's
Fowler.
Easy foul there. But you got to get someone to the middle of that. It's like playing zone. You just got to extend back out, and you got to get a high post type look. So you got to get someone who extends the high post out just past the 3-point line to be that diagonal passer. And then you turn and face, and boy, you can really break it down. It becomes like a 3-on-2 drill. So, but you got to pass quick because the double team's coming.
So Fowler at the free throw line. No good. Rebound. They didn't get over the back there.
Well, there was no contact there, but they're going to get
Wow.
Austin Edwards. That's a tough angle for the referee to see.
Yeah.
The bottom referee there had the better angle, and he didn't call it, but Austin Edwards gets his third nonetheless. Dawson Fowler misses a free throw. So Belgrade continues to struggle, Nate, from the free throw line, and this game would be blown wide open if we had hit some more free throws.
So the Eagles have the ball with 6:05 to go in the fourth. In the corner is Norslian, kicks it back out to Graham. Graham behind the back, double team now on the wing. Gets it out to Jamison. Jamison drives in left hand, picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Graham. Thought about the 3. Graham now inside is fouled. Boy, a lot of tic-tac fouls called right now.
Looks like that's going to be on Austin Edwards again, or?
No, it's going to be on Page. No, excuse me, it's a 1-and-1. I saw the 11.
Yeah, but on Austin Edwards.
It's on Austin Edwards. That is his
Spencer
fourth.
Gordon's got to go.
Yep. Other options after Spencer Gordon might be Luke Turner. But I think that Coach Deming in this situation is going to stick with a guy who's had some experience in situations like this, like Spencer Gordon, who's played well.
Yeah, Austin Edwards will get back in the game. We'll see how the dynamic of the game goes and see what Spencer Gordon brings. But if you can get a couple minutes rest here, then you just ride with Austin Edwards, and then and if he fouls out, you come back with Spencer Gordon.
Yeah, missed free throw on the front end of the 1-and-1. Belgrade comes up with the rebound, and right now the extended half-court defense from Fergus has Belgrade here working the ball around. Is right now it is Page who's trapped, and Deming will take a timeout there. Smart timeout there by Mike Deming.
30 seconds.
Yep, it's a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here. Our NFHS listeners, we're going to turn you guys down here and mention that on our KBOZ broadcast that this game is brought to you by Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on.
Yeah, and that's a good timeout by Coach Deming. I would like to see, as like I said, Fergus extends that. We have 2 flat players in that motion set there on the baseline, right? You need one of those players when the ball's away to flash a little bit more high to be an outlet, and then you can really break that defense down. Hopefully they adjust to that. Otherwise, it puts your guards in some tough positions because they're getting double-teamed. They're getting trapped out of that.
All right, so out of the timeout, Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads the Belgrade Panthers 31, Fergus Golden Eagles 22, 5:28 to go in this game. Fowler's going to be trapped at midcourt.
Right, so you got to bring a guy up to the middle. There's Noel, but he's got to come a little bit higher and closer. He's got to clear that middle defender.
Well, Panthers are going to just need to avoid traps here in this half-court offense. Page dribbles it in the corner, gets it to Spencer Gordon, who goes up and misses, though. Fights for his own rebound and then fouls Norsleyan.
Yeah, that's the play you want. He just got caught up in the air. Would want to just plant himself there, maybe do a head fake, get that guy up in the air.
So Spencer Gordon picks up the foul. Tough situation as it's a 1-and-1. So Austin Edwards is going to come back in the game playing with 4 fouls and 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, he's going to write him out. I think he wants him down on the offensive end when they break that half-court trap. So Austin's just got to be smart on the defensive end. That doesn't mean he lets his guys score. He's just got to play hard, play it out, but be smart to the best of his ability.
Norsleyan's first free throw is good. Mitch Norsleyan, the 6'2 junior. Panthers really been playing off him when he's had the ball up top. The free throw line, though, he hits this one. Second one here coming. No good off the back iron. Fowler comes up with the rebound.
I'd like to see Noel come a little bit higher. See how he's still burying himself. Right. And that if that defender gets in front of him, it's going to be stolen. So he's got to come and be exposed a little bit.
Page with it, drives baseline. Boy. Foul called. Again, little tic-tac fouls here called on both sides.
Wow. And Belgrade's got to continue to do that, then press the issue with the dribble drive because the referees are calling the hand checks very quickly. So that's Fergus's 8th foul. And if Belgrade, this is what Mike Deming wants. Free throw layup mode with 4:55 to go with an 8-point lead, not bad. And you just keep making free throws, you put the game away.
Page at the line, front end of the 1-and-1. Good.
Nice job, Easton. Nice job.
32-23, 4:55 to go in the game, and Belgrade is up by 9. And Page could make it 10 if he hits this, and he misses. Rebound, Trafton. Graham with it. Ahead to Henderson, all the way across to Jamison. Jamison drives in,
got to
loses
find
the handle.
Graham.
Gets it to Graham. Graham, he drives in, finds Trafton down low. Page gets his hand on it. Loose ball tied up. Panther basketball on the jump ball here. Possession arrow in favor of Belgrade with 4:40 to go in the fourth. And coming into the game is Landon Henderson. Not to be confused with Cody Henderson, who we see a little more of on the floor. But at 4:33 to go here, trapped at midcourt. Walker gets it ahead. Reynolds back to Walker. Now Page. Page all the way across to Reynolds. Gets it to Page now. Panthers taking time off the clock, trying to avoid traps here in this half-court pressure defense.
And I like the move that they put Dawson Fowler to the center of that.
Here's Page with it now. Boy, you got to avoid those corners. Fowler dribbles it out, though. Trapped near at midcourt, though. Walker comes out of it, gets it to Page. Back to Walker. Under 4 to play now in the fourth.
So Deming wants to extend. They got to start extending up. Great job there going to the line.
Yep, there it is.
This is exactly what you want, but you got to hit free throws.
Yep, Noel Reynolds now will be going to the free throw line, and he will have a 1-and-1 with a 9-point lead for his Belgrade Panthers right now. The senior, Noel Reynolds. .352 to go in this game. Reynolds, 1-and-1. No good. Rebound, Trafton. Ahead to Graham.
Got to stop the basketball. Help. Go ahead and double team the help on him.
Jamison, three-pointer on the way is long.
That's exactly what you want.
Rebound, Fowler. No call as he's pushed to the ground and then blocked. Edwards is going to be out of this game. That will be his 5th. Boy, and he knows it right away. A tough sequence of events. Let me tell you what happened before. Wes Jamison missed a three-pointer. Fowler
that's what you want, him shooting.
Right.
But, yeah, Fowler lost his balance there.
Yep.
If he could, he should have just chucked it as far as he could to toward our basket, but off balance, he was just trying to get it to a teammate, and unfortunately, the Fergus player was right there and grabbed the basketball, went up. So we missed the free throw on that end. Then we come down, we foul, stop the clock, and let them shoot free throws.
Yep, Jake Clinton misses the first free throw. The other big story out of this most recent possession was how Austin Edwards fouls out of the game. Second free throw from Clinton is good.
So Klaczynski comes in. So I would imagine that Dawson Fowler is going to play down low a little bit with Noel, but we'll see if Klaczynski can handle the pressure.
Page gets across midcourt, loses the handle, turnover. 3:25 to go. Panthers ahead by 8 in a crucial turnover there as Jamison drives in, goes up and lays it in. Boy, nice athletic move by Wes Jamison to make it a 6-point lead for the Panthers. As Fowler gets it across midcourt, another turnover, but then Reynolds comes up with it. He can't save it. And now all of a sudden we're sensing momentum on the Fergus Golden Eagles side.
They're all right. They just got to calm down, and you got to break the press. It's not a big deal. You just got to get guys in the right spots, help each other out, because what you don't want to do is start blaming guys that they're not in the right spots. So you just got to get back to your solid press breaker and be methodical, come back down like you did the last few minutes.
Jamison drives baseline, passes it out, stolen away by Matt Walker.
Now you got to go help him out because he's going to dribble into a trap. We got to help him out.
He gets the help. Page up ahead, goes up off the glass and in.
Big shot by Easton Page.
Boy, Page uses his body to shield that shot and lays it in off the glass. Panthers ahead 34-26, 2:40 to go.
Got Graham in the corner here. Good recognition to go at him. That's better than none.
Graham goes up with it. No, he passes to Clinton. Clinton misses, but is fouled.
That's on Reynolds.
Yep. And that's a good foul down low on the block. That's an easy lay-in. And Reynolds picks up his third foul.
That's not bad with 2:30 to go, but we got to start rotating a little better because we got to basically get a guy on Graham, and if we double, the top side of the zone's got to bail because we don't want to give up a layup or an N1, so we still got to have better help there cutting that diagonal diver there to the post.
So Clinton hits the first. It's 27-34 Belgrade. Second free throw's good. 28-34 Belgrade, up by 6, 2:33 to go.
Yeah, here we go. They're going to run their 4-up press breaker, which is it's a great press breaker. You just got to time everything.
Walker across midcourt. Dribbles out, back to midcourt. Thinks about handing it to Fowler, keeps it.
Now we got to, that's okay. We got to shorten the passes, though. And that's what you got to do. Once you get into the half court, you can't, we like to spread our offense to get spacing, but now they're looking to trap and double team. Try to shorten the passes to get it to the next guy, and you'll either get fouled like that or you'll get a layup.
So Matt Walker will go to the free throw line with 2:23 to go in this game. And we'll try to extend this lead for the Panthers. Right now it's 6. The first free throw doesn't go. It's double bonus right now. So he'll have a second chance here, but Panthers have struggled from the line.
Yeah, both teams in double bonus. So I don't think Fergus mind fouling. That's why they fouled with 2.5 to go. Might as well foul. You have a foul because Belgrade has not hit free throws. So
second one on the way. No good as well. Rebound goes to the Eagles. 34-28. Panthers up 6. Jamison has it. Gets it to Graham. Graham drives baseline. Goes up off the glass and in. Timeout taken by Fergus. 2:08 to go. Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads the Belgrade Panthers 34, the Fergus Golden Eagles 30. This is a 30-second timeout, so let's stay right here and remind you that today's game on 93.7 KBOZ is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country Foods, serving your local communities. Well, Andy, 4-point game with 2:08 to go. Coming out of this timeout that Fergus elected to take after that lane. Do you expect a defensive change or, well, no, they're going to go full court press.
Yeah, they're going to still stay in the press, and they're going to foul.
Yeah.
They're going to make us earn it from the stripe. They're not going to foul Dawson Fowler, but I don't think they mind fouling any of these guys.
Klonzinski gets it to Walker. Walker ahead. Nearly loses the handle and then is fouled. So Matt Walker, who missed the most recent 2 free throws, is going to get a chance to redeem himself, headed to the free throw line here. He'll have 2.
Yeah, he's just got to be confident and got to get a little better demeanor there, Matt. As a senior, he's got to just be confident. Looks a little bit down there, but teammates just got to support him there. They just knock these 2 down. Just like in practice, they do what they call free throw ladder, where you're paired up, and there he sinks it in rhythm. So
there you go. Yep, Matt Walker hits the free throw. 35.
I believe if we hit free throws, we're going to win this game, Nate.
Yeah, 35-30. Panthers on top. Spencer Gordon's going to come into the game for Klonzinski.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Spencer, I'm comfortable with Spencer. I'm even comfortable with Spencer making free throws, and he gives us another physical presence inside and rebound.
Second free throw misses. Noel Reynolds can't get the rebound. It's going to go to the Eagles. Graham with it now, trailing by 5. Tries the crossover, picks up his dribble. Double team now, kicks it out to Henderson. 1:50 to go in this game. Belgrade Panthers on top by 5. The Golden Eagles with the ball. Henderson gets it to Jamison.
So man-to-man defense here for Belgrade. Walker on face guarding Graham.
Henderson for 3, no good. Rebound Clinton. He misses, but he's fouled. And Noel Reynolds can't believe it.
Well, yeah, but Noel's out of position.
Yep.
We're not in a position to box out and rebound. You just can't think you're going to go up and get that, because they're going to be active on the glass, because they have to be. They have no choice. They're down. So we got to get better body positioning on the rebound. But it will look like Klonzinski will come back in and do offense-defense rotation with probably Spencer Gordon.
Jake Clinton hits his first free throw, making the lead now for Belgrade 35-31. That cuts into the Belgrade lead. Clinton's second free throw here coming with 1:34 to go in this game. It is up and it is good. So full court press. Belgrade's going to need to break with 1:34 to go and a 3-point lead. Into Klonzinski. Gets it to Reynolds. Ahead to Fowler.
And that's who you want with the basketball. Go to the rim, Dawson. Go to the rim. Back out, give it right back to him. Anytime you get a chance to get it back to Dawson in this position, you got to get the ball back to him. So, because if they're going to foul, that's the guy you want to foul.
Yep, Fowler with it now. 1:15 to go. 3-point lead for Belgrade. And Matt Walker is fouled. That's who they're going to pick on, it looks like. And I got to imagine that some of these Eagles are in foul trouble as well. I mean, they've been fouling.
Yeah, as you can see, the coach is rotating for foulers coming in and out, offensive, defensive possessions.
So 1:12 to play in this game. Belgrade with a 3-point lead. Matt Walker at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 in the double bonus. First one's on the way, and it's in and out. Graham checks back into the game, as well as Clinton here for offense for the Eagles. Second free throw here coming. Walker delivers. It's good. Timeout taken by Mike Deming. Let's see what we got here. This is a full timeout. So with that, let's go ahead and step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on Good Time Oldies 93.7 KBOZ. Back in 1 minute. All right, back here out of the timeout. 1:08 to go here, fourth quarter. Jaden Graham brings it on the floor for the Eagles. Looks to drive baseline. Double team now, triple teamed, and he's fouled.
That's a tough matchup for Matt Walker to be in one-on-one space because if Jaden gets down to the block like that, he's so long.
Matt Walker picks up the foul, his second, with 1:02 to go. Belgrade ahead by 4. And the star for the Golden Eagles, Jaden Graham, is at the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. First one is on the way and good. Klonzinski in for the Panthers. Spencer Gordon out. 3-point lead for Belgrade. Graham's second free throw. In and out. Rebound is a jump ball.
You can't have that. That stuff upsets me. Not our kids personally, but that stuff upsets me. Those are little fundamental plays in big games. You got to get bodies on people and box them out. That's number one. And especially Trafton, we talked about, is a rebounder. You got to push him away from the hoop on a free throw, and you can't even give him an opportunity because more than likely he's going to foul you over the top. And there he got inside Noel, and easy rebound for Trafton.
So 1:01 to play here, fourth quarter. Timeout taken. Belgrade ahead by 3, but Fergus has the ball. And, one thing we talked about in the most recent timeout, if Fergus's game plan is going to be just foul Belgrade and make them shoot because they've struggled at the line, should Belgrade not pick out a shooter for the Eagles and send him to the line and play a little free throw game right back at him? That's not necessarily what you do when you have the lead.
No, the problem, though, is if you can't box out on free throws, that's kind of a
You're
tough
right.
thing. But at least we know the guy to foul to put some pressure on as well for Fergus if Fergus climbs back in here into Belgrade's 3-point lead.
Yeah. Today's game here on KBOZ is brought to you by Bridger Orthopedic and Sports Medicine for all of life's motions. 1:01 to play, fourth quarter. Fergus with the ball inbounding under the Panther basket, trailing by 3.
So we do switch the matchup. He gets Dawson Fowler on Jaden Graham.
Into Jamison, who drives, gets to Trafton, who misses. Loose ball, Matt Walker comes down with it. Boy, and then he is fouled immediately.
He got hammered without a doubt, and might be on Graham. Graham could be done.
It is on 20.
He's out. That's a huge play. And that goes back to what, in the Livingston game, the triple overtime, 2 of Livingston players against Laurel the other day fouled 90 feet away from the hoop for their 5th fouls to send them out of the game. Once they have the rebound there, let somebody else do the fouling. There's no point for that. That's a ways from the hoop. And that's a big thing for Belgrade now. That's a big advantage, I believe.
So I'm going to tip my cap to Jaden Graham. Great game that he's had. He is done. Fouled out. Matt Walker is going to step to the free throw line.
Are you wearing a hat on Panther Live?
And that is good. What's that now?
Are you wearing a hat?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you said you tipped your cap.
Oh, I tipped my cap. I got
You wore a hat yesterday.
You're right. I tipped my cap yesterday.
Oh.
Walker hits the first. He hits the second, and we have a lane
violation.
Oh, no.
That's huge.
Lane violation called against.
So, two things in the free throws that we've done. Number one, when Fergus was at the line, they missed. We didn't rebound, and now we lane violation on our own free throw. So, and he made that. That's a huge play.
Fowler almost gets the steal. Kicked out to Henderson.
But the advantage is that Graham is out, and now Fergus is going to have to cast some shots. Double dribble. Now the pressure is there. It's tough with your leader off the floor, and we'll see how Fergus responds. And there they respond with a turnover. So Belgrade has gotten some breaks here, Nate, and they got to take advantage of these breaks, and they got to finish the game with no more mental errors.
Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard reads Belgrade Panthers 37, Fergus Golden Eagles 33 with 37 seconds to go in this game. Walker has it, and he is fouled.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, too. I'm going to put my faith in Matt Walker. He's been, fouled here down the stretch. He's getting picked on right now, but he made his last 2, and it was a lane violation that negated the shot. So Matt Walker is going to come in here poised, confident, and ready to take this shot.
He's hit some big shots towards the end of the year in the three-point shots, and so much better rhythm as we can see from the free throw line, and he hits it.
Yep, he hits it. Matt Walker hits the free throw, 38-33. Panthers on top by 5. Second free throw coming, 36 seconds to go. and is good from Walker. In our broadcast crew, you can hear him celebrating here on the sides. We got an exciting game down to the finish. Panthers ahead 36-39, and a turnover against Fergus. Boy, as soon as Jaden Graham checks out of the game, it's kind of the heart and soul of this team. And, boy, they sure have struggled these last 2 possessions without him.
Yeah, you get comfortable when you have a guy like that, your floor general on the floor, even if he's not scoring a ton. It's just the comfortability to lead. And that's just the way the game goes. But you also have to learn to play without that guy sometimes, because it's not always going to work out for the best every time. And sometimes your guy gets in foul trouble. Like Austin has done a great job this game rebounding Nate, but he fouled out. And we have to rely upon other guys, and tough break for Fergus.
So Matt Walker will go to the free throw line once again for 2 shots. First one is on the way and good.
Nice job, Matt.
Yeah,
Great
Matt.
job. Now he's settling into his free throws.
40-33, 7-point lead here. 28 seconds to go in the fourth. Next free throw, no good. Rebound to the Eagles, 25 seconds to go, down by 7.
Don't foul jump shooters, just get a hand up. Good job by Spencer Gordon.
3-point misses. Rebound Page, he's fouled with 18 seconds to go.
Great job. It's 18 seconds. He hits this. It looks like Belgrade might punch their ticket, Nate, to state.
Not going to go that far yet here. Still 18 seconds on the clock and a 7-point lead. Page at the line. We will talk about the implications of the game tomorrow here soon, as Page first free throw is on the way, in and out. Now second free throw coming again. Belgrade up 40-33 here. Easton Page at the line. Second free throw is good.
Good. Good job, Easton.
41-33. Belgrade up. Henderson with the ball for the Eagles. Guarded by Walker. Gets it to Jamison. Jamison drives in, pulls back out.
Yep, stay down. Stay down. Don't get caught in the air. Just hands up. Yeah. Well, we got lucky there. Both defender there on the three-point line, they both left their feet, and that's not good. That's when you can get up and in on a defender and create contact for a three-point shot. You just got to close out low and get the hand in the face.
And what you mean is lucky is the Golden Eagles traveled there, looking to pull up a three-point shot on a pivot. Yep. They travel, so turnover goes to Belgrade. Dawson Fowler has the ball. 6 seconds to go. No foul coming here, and that will do it.
Congratulations to the boys, Belgrade Panthers, as they will go to state. They are in the Divisional Championship against Hardin tomorrow night.
All right. We will have that game on our variety of networks here at the NFHS live stream video. Make sure that you tune in there. Final score here, Belgrade Panthers 41, Fergus Golden Eagles 33. Now for our KBOZ listeners, but thank you guys for joining an exciting game here tonight as the Panthers get the victory over the Fergus Golden Eagles. Let's take 30 seconds and break this one down. Then let's talk about tomorrow.
Yeah, Belgrade did a great job again tonight controlling the tempo. That's what they wanted to do, and they did that. It looked a little eerie early on because we turned the ball over a few times, which gave Fergus some extra possessions. But late in the game, Belgrade controlled. Dawson Fowler came on strong, finished with about 17. He rebounded really well. We talked about when he rebounds, it helps Belgrade get into transition better. Then it got a little scary because we slowed the ball down, which we wanted to do, and with about 5 to go, we're just trying to get through. Fergus extended to a half-court trap and started fouling us because we weren't hitting free throws. So it got tight there. We didn't hit very many free throws. We could have blown it wide open and ended the game pretty early, but we got comfortable at the line, and Matt Walker stepped up and hit some free throws late. And then the big play was Jaden Graham fouling about 80 feet from the hoop, get his fifth foul. That really put Fergus at a disadvantage, and Belgrade was able to finish the game. So congratulations to Mike Deming and the Belgrade boys Panther basketball.
Yeah, so talking about the implications of what this means for tomorrow, let's start with the Lady Panthers. They will be in a consolation game with an opportunity to get to the third place game. That will take place at 10:30 a.m. from Rocky Mountain College. We will have that one on KBOZ. So, Jill, I hope you're ready to come back in the station in the morning. You guys got somebody ready to go. And then the boys are in the championship game, the divisional championship. That is tomorrow at 6 p.m. They will play the Hardin Bulldogs in a rematch of a team we just saw last Friday on senior night. That one went in favor of Hardin. We might use you guys tomorrow, so stick tight for 1 second here. So that we got some exciting basketball tomorrow. So for Andy Demjanovich, my co-commentator, and myself, this is Nate Parsegan. We are signing out. We will be back tomorrow with more Panther basketball. Back to Jill at the station.